The grossest thing that ever happened to me is when someone got hit with a foul ball and it opened a gash in their head. And it was their fault because they were on their phone. And it was a quick settlement. But when you go visit them and they're going into the ambulance, it is really gross because the head really does bleed tremendously, and a foul ball can really open up the noggin.
It was their fault was unnecessary there.
Foul ball.
And a quick settlement. What, you just walk up and write a check for $4,000 and be like, sorry, and then that person left with blood all over the check?
It's funny. You don't start with $4,000. You start with a signed ball and a jersey, and you work your way up if you absolutely have to.
Well, what was the settlement? Please, I need to hear more. Like, why did you offer up it was their fault they were in the phone?
Oh, because that's the first thing we do. We go to the videotape and we see whether or not someone who gets hit in the noggin was on their phone. Because if not, then we settle for more. If they're on their phone, we settle for less. If we see that someone's paying attention to the game and they get hit in the head, we're going in, forget the ball. We're going to start with a meet and greet. We may even start with the first pitch.
Now, wait a minute. Isn't there a disclaimer on in fine print on the back of a ticket that says, if you get hit by a foul ball, it ain't our fault?
Yeah, and that is the truth. That's the legal truth.
Say it just like that.
But people file lawsuits because you get 1-800 lawyers who are willing to do it on commission.
What's a typical settlement? $5K? Less than that?
It depends. 5K is a good number. If you get yourself 5K from a little knock, we didn't really like paying people who said, "Oh, my back hurts, my shoulder hurts." I want to see blood for 5K. I want to see bruising. I want to see seams in your arm for 5K.
Yeah,
like,
limp.
Don't tell me you have a headache. I'm not interested in that.
But I'm just like, so like a screaming line drive foul ball. If you go back and look and they're on their phone, that like you're like, up, we're clear. Like that.
Well,
like some foul balls are like, I get you on like the lofty foul ball, but like a screamer down the baseline, you're like, up, they're on their phone, we're good.
That's a utility infielder signed jersey.